Hey, what's up guys? Kmanrocks199842 here. I am doing the monumental, extremely important first Wi-Fi battle of my YouTube career. And it is being filmed in very, 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 very low quality. So, as you guys have probably read and you just heard, this will be my first ever Wi-Fi battle. It is against a man so powerful named Mrdavidgonzalez14. Go check him out. Okay, I'm even creeping myself out now. Alright, so it's a good UU battle. I believe it was a very close battle up until the end. So let's just see how it plays out. He starts off with his Tyranitar, his lead Tyranitar, and I'm going to start off with a Frostlass. So, I'm sorry if my voice sounds really weird. It's 1:30 in the morning, and I'm extremely tired. So his Sandstream's gonna cause me a lot of trouble. The Sandstorm, that kicks up from it. Without it, I would have totally demolished his team. But it really helped him. So, the point of this lead Frostlass, which you don't really see a lot in UU, the point of this lead Frostlass is to set up spikes and, if possible, get some damage in with Ice Beam to whatever it's facing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to try and set up as many Spike Slayers as possible until he kills me with either Pursuit or Crunch, which I know he has both because of previous battles we've had. But he decides to set up his Stealth Rocks here, so I'm going to get one extra layer of spikes that I would not have had. But I guess it evens out because he got his Stealth Rocks and he got a little hacks in this game. So he's just going to finish me off now with Crunch, and that's going to take care of Frostlass. And it wasn't really super important to my team. I mean, it's good to set up spikes, but after that, I don't really have a whole bunch of use unless I'm facing a bunch of dragons. So now I'm going to send in my Blastoise, who can wall his Tyranitar. But he knows that, so he takes back his Tyranitar and sends out his Milotic. Even though I knew he was going to withdraw here, I knew it was going to happen, I still went for the Scald. And now I'm just hoping for the burn after I see Milotic. Maybe I could get some hacks. But I do not. I get very little damage on it. What it does show me is that it's very defensive. Because, as you'll see in a minute, her Scald, his Scald, pardon, I was thinking Milotic was a girl, but it's not, it's a guy. His Scald does more to me, and I'm very physically defensive. So I'm just going to assume that the Milotic that they have is, that he has is very defensive. And I don't want anything to do with that, so I just Dragon Tail it out of there, and I pull out this Honchkrow. Now this Honchkrow and my Blastoise apparently have something going on. They hate each other or something like that, because they just want to kill each other. So what we do here is kind of a stall out. I wouldn't really call it a giant stall out. He protects this turn. I'm going to go for the Scald, but the Protect's going to block that. And next it's just going to be more protecting and scalding, and I'm going to get poison in on him. So here he's going to go for the Sucker Punch in a sec. I'm just waiting for it. There it is. He's going to go for the Sucker Punch, but he misses. And I'm going to get my Toxic off on him, so he's going to be poisoned. And without that, I probably wouldn't have been able to take this thing down easy. The Toxic actually did a lot for me, but also, I guess that evens out from the Sandstorm doing a lot to me. But here, if we go for a stall out, Blastoise is going to win. He's got the leftovers. The Sandstorm's doing damage to him, but he's getting most of it back with the leftovers, while Honchkrow doesn't have leftovers, so he's taking damage from the Sandstorm, the Toxic, and his Life Orb, which I realize he has now, his Life Orb recoil. But he just did a Dark Pulse, and that did a lot of damage. So it does show me that he's very, very offensive. Which isn't really going to help, because my Blastoise is kind of screwed, because one more attack could kill me. So I just decided to call him back, because I knew I can save him for later. And I send out my Darmanitan, just to draw something out that I hoped I would draw out. I get the Pointed Stones, he goes for the Sucker Punch, and he misses again, and guess what? Guess what? I predicted right. Oh my god, this is taking so long. I was trying to look cool here, but I can't look cool, I guess. He takes out his Honchkrow and he goes into exactly what I wanted, which was the Tyranitar. Because on this move, I go for my U-turn, which is going to do super effective damage, and it's going to get Tyranitar super low in health. He's going to be he's going to be in the red, so it's about like 40 HP. Right there, and I'm like, booyah! So Darmanitan has to come back, but I send Blastoise back out. Just to finish it off with Scald. There's not really much to say here. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Because nothing's really happened yet. I'm just kind of waiting for it to happen. I'm taking all the damage from the end of the turn. So as you can see, Blastoise is taking a beating. But I finally do get that Scald off. And I'm actually surprised I went first, because this is very, very slow Blastoise. It has no speed EVs, and it's got like 58 speed, which is lower than most people's base. Alright, so I kill off the Tyranitar, which is great for me, and I'm glad I predicted right with the U-turn. I don't predict right often. It's actually pretty weird. So he's just going to send in his Honchkrow to revenge kill Blastoise with Dark Pulse, and that's going to be the end of Blastoise. I knew I couldn't survive long with him, with all the Sandstorm stuff that he went through and the stalls. So, I just knew he was going to be death fodder with whoever came in. Sorry. So, Honchkrow's going to get the Moxie increase, but it's not really going to matter. But guess what? Oh, yeah, he's going to... No! 1 HP. So, I send in my Crocodile to just finish him off. And what do? I feel cocky. I think the Poison, the Sandstorm, Life Orb Recoil, something's going to kill him. So, I go for the Bulk Up to prepare for the future. What I totally forgot is that I'm a ground type and he's a flying type. So, what does he do here? He kamikazes with Brave Bird. And what does he do? He gets me down to almost dead. I'm actually kind of surprised I lived. I'm not a very defensive Crocodile. So I'm actually really surprised I lived. But his Honchkrow does die, but he did do a giant chunk to Crocodile. And now he's just going to send in to finish off the job his Crobat, which is going to easily take me down with Acrobatics and is going to be even boosted by his Flying Gem. So, that's going to be it for my Crocodile. But next I have my secret weapon, the ace of my team, Mr. Arcanine. Yeah, I totally tricked this guy out. I wouldn't say tricked this guy out. I kind of replaced a few moves on one of the Smogon sets, and that's about it. So I get the Stealth Rock's damage, and he goes for the Super Fang, which is going to cut what I have in half. But yeah, I have the Wild Charge on this Arcanine, my super special move that nobody expects me to have. That's why they all send out flying types against my Arcanine. Nobody expects me to have Wild Charge. I get the useless crit there. At least I believe it's useless. I don't do calculators. I don't do damage calculators. And so Arcanine is gonna get down to really low health from all the damage that he's taken from all the weather and stuff. So I know I'm gonna die, so I just go for the extreme speed on high, oh god. I hate this Pokemon so much because I can't pronounce its name. Anyway, I die from Life Orb Recoil on the extreme speed. I'm just gonna call it Hydreigon. Is that close enough for you guys? Alright, cool. Don't correct me in the comments, that's gonna be really annoying. So I just send up my Darmanitan to superpower this thing to death. I know I can take it out in one hit. It's got half damage, and superpower is a really strong move. I knew I could take it out. So it's an easy kill for Darmanitan. Hydreigon goes down. I really could have used my Ice-type Frostlass. I was saying it wasn't really for a purpose, but if I can, I'd like to salvage it because a lot of people who play UU use a lot of dragons. So if I can salvage some kind of Ice-type, it'd be really good, especially like Hydreigon or stuff like that. So he's going to send his Infernape, but he doesn't realize that I have Earthquake on this Darmanitan. So I Earthquake him, and that's going to be a one-hit KO with Stealth Rock with Spikes damage. So his Infernape goes down, and he did not expect that. He was like, whoa, how'd you do that? I didn't know you had I didn't know you had Earthquake, so he just sends in his Milotic just to finish off Darmanitan. I think Darmanitan did a solid job. He killed 2 or 3 people, I can't remember. But wait, he's faster, so he gets off the superpower, and he kills Milotic, too. So, Darmanitan was a huge contributor in me winning today. It's tonight and today combined. Tonight. And it's going to kill himself with the Life Orb Recoil. But he did a great job. So did both Darmanitan and Milotic faint. And I still have 1 Pokemon left. My Rose Raid, which I never actually used, I think. I can't remember. I don't think I ever used my Rose Raid. But that was a great battle. Go check out MrDavidgonzalez14's YouTube channel. And peace out, guys.